please don't hear any of this, Brad.
And Dad's like, I got the fuck out of there. I was like, oh man, you didn't partake?
Do you fear death?
Oh, one of the greatest lines of all time.
I've got a job to it. I've got a job to it.
Trumpinator 2020.
Making me 30 signs of red salt.
Listened to so much. Are you
That needs two, motherfucker.
Jeffrey Calvert.
Man, Jason Stilwell. The man.
What is this, 57 or 58?
I don't know.
I think 58.
58! 58 episodes, Stillwell, man. We started this shit in May.
That's really crazy.
It's wild to me. You was talking about whiskey, Calvert. You still handle this shit once in a while. You like it in the winter, you said?
In the wintertime, yeah, it's like I say, it doesn't give me a bloated like beer will. In summertime, I like to drink beer.
So do you quit drinking beer in the winter? For the
I'll
most part?
have a few, but usually I'll mix a whiskey drink or usually just take the damn bottle with me.
Tell me what you were saying about that. I don't know much about this Weller stuff.
I'm kind of new to the game.
Have you had this?
No, I've had Weller.
Have you?
But yeah, all the Wellers come from Buffalo Trace Distillery.
Yeah.
And they've got 6 different kinds of it, and it's considered the rainbow. They're different colors. The
Right.
labels are, and you got. It's kind of like a lot of it is like investment stuff for me, right? If I fall on super hard times, I've got a $500 bottle of whiskey. Of course, I'm not paying that for it,
Right.
obviously, but I could turn around and sell it and make some money. I've got a pretty deep, it's a small collection for most whiskey people, but
Right.
I'm getting more and more as I go.
Where do you go to buy that shit? How do you do that? How do you sell
Hey,
it?
bring that in on you.
A lot of times you can like this Friday, yesterday at Sam's, the first Friday of the month, it's the liquor store at Sam's. They'll put out all their allocated whiskeys, or a lot of them, and there'll be people. Shit, there were chairs on Wednesday night in front of Sam's where people were saving.
Are you serious?
Oh, they'll camp out there.
Fucking A.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So
Did not know
when it gets to fall, that's when the better stuff comes out. Like summertime, they don't really have a whole lot, but they had some bottles for $500-$600 yesterday at Sam's, and I was like, I don't see anything in my tax bracket, so
Damn.
I'm not going. But yeah, they'll camp out and shit.
I just don't understand why. Like, I've tasted some of like the more expensive stuff, and I've just never been like, yeah, that is worth $500.
Yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
Like I say,
It all does the same.
I think I've got one $500 bottle, and I just won it the other day on a raffle.
But do you ever want to drink it?
If I get more than one, I'll drink it.
That's the thing.
But
But you're not going to drink a $500 bottle of...
No, not unless I end up winning 2. Then I'll drink it.
Sure. Yeah, you got to
But
spare.
I've got some friends of mine that has a very extensive collection. They're like, hey, try this. I'm like, it's $500. Like, fuck, try it. And I'm like, it's empty.
That wasn't worth the shit.
Stephen Lord, I'm hungover as hell.
Uh,
Not surprised, Stephen.
we'll talk to him about that tomorrow.
Yeah, I do want to hear about. Well, he met Mark Norman after the show.
Oh.
He went down, I guess, to the VIP area without a VIP ticket and somehow scored one. That picture I sent you, he got on stage with him, I guess.
Jesus.
You haven't talked to him yet, but
Holy moly.
so you're talking about the value of something like an investment. If shit hits the fan, let's say like next Wednesday,
Sure.
and something happens, the electricity goes out. What do you think are the most valuable things people are going to have?
Toilet
Electricity's gone for
I think it's...
indeterminate amount of time, like could be a year.
Well, shit. Bullets.
paper, guns and ammo.
That's my number
Right,
one.
yeah.
Ammo.
Bullets for sure. Common sense.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't.
It's,
Yeah.
survival skills, I guess. Say that, and freeze-dried food or something.
Yeah, but eventually that's going to run. Like, you
Right,
need to
I
know
mean,
how to hunt, how to
right,
clean,
sure.
how to cook,
Have
those
fish,
kinds of things.
all
Like you
sorts
said,
of
well, like the knowledge of how to survive.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't have that anymore.
No. It's
Like
like
any level of it.
a lot of people, associate catfishing with summertime. You know, you go in the summertime. I do all my catfishing dead of winter.
Do you?
I've been on the Arkansas River 13 degrees and just wearing catfish out.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you know about the Beaver Dam catfish? Is that a rumor or is that true?
I don't know anything about it.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do know,
Okay.
but I don't know any.
So allegedly, if you're listening, like apparently there's people who've gone down there diving and seen or felt catfish like the size of vehicles.
Yeah,
or
Big
something.
enough to eat somebody. Yeah.
Like big enough to swallow a
I'd
man
like to
whole.
have him on the end of my hook and not break him off.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. But I fish
heard
in
that.
the Arkansas River during the wintertime.
There's monsters in
There's
that.
some good ones. But we catch anywhere 5 to 8 pounders, just eaters, all day long.
In the winter.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like I say, our best day it was me and Stokes and another buddy of ours, and we caught 60
Jesus.
in one day, just riding the
Where?
reel down on the
plugging.
Arkansas River. But so what happens is the shad, when the water gets so cold, the shad die off or go deep. It's kind of like only the strong survive type
Yeah.
deal. So we'll catch our shad with a throw net first thing in the morning,
Okay.
like 35 feet deep. If you find the shad, and you take them someplace there ain't no shad, shit,
It's over.
you'll wear them out. I mean, like I say, 60 is the best I've done, but you'll fill up live well. 17 to 20 is a pretty decent day.
Hell yeah.
Go home, clean them, freeze dry, or
That's the
vacuum
shitty
seal
part.
them. Usually we'll save them till summertime, and then throw a monster party. you know?
Yeah.
Have a fish fry.
So,
Do you still do the fries?
haven't done one in a minute, but need to do the crawfish bowls and stuff. But like
We
this
gotta
year,
team up with a Durham Fest and a crawfish.
absolutely.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
down.
Marry those up.
Yeah. So when was that in May? When y'all did it?
We did it in June 15th or somewhere around
Yeah,
there.
so you're ending to the end of crawfish season right there. So if you back her up, crawfish season go anywhere, I think, from around February to June, May. You know, usually around the 1st of May.
Did we do it in May or June?
June.
Was it June?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, it was June.
I don't remember.
He said May. I was starting to think maybe it was.
I don't remember leaving.
Pretty sure it was June. Yeah. I was
Hey,
talking to Nathan about that the other day. He's like, we'll get through this. And I'm like, you're driving. We just follow people, though. There's a solid line from Prairie Grove all the way to Farmington.
It was a good time.
The back ways.
You're a fisherman too.
Oh, yeah.
See, I never could get stuck on the fishing. What is it you love about it?
Man, I mean, what kind or what?
No, like about the act itself. Like, what is it
It's just
about
so much
fishing that
I
you
don't know.
love?
To me, it's so much more fun than hunting because you can actually, just catch and throw. I throw most of mine back, other than
You can't
monsters
shoot a
or-
deer and throw it back.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah, like hey, just go there and like push a button, like all right, get back up there. Gotcha though. Remember, gotcha.
Remember that.
Yeah,
Just paintball them.
yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man, that could be a fun.
But I don't know. I'm just so.
fucking deer out there getting paintballed
Yeah.
all day. It'd be a real happy mood.
I fucking shot some that I thought I might as well shot it with a fucking paintball. But yeah, it's man with fishing. And I like doing that with buddies too, and going out and just take a picture of this one.
Well, you can also hang out when you're fishing versus
Well, I like
hunting.
you don't have to be quiet.
yeah,
Right?
true
Sit there
that.
and shoot it.
Yeah.
And, I saw a deal on Facebook. It reminded me of my childhood. It said, the whole time your dad told you to be quiet because the fish can hear you, he just wanted you to shut the fuck
Yeah.
up so he could fish in
That's
peace.
right.
I was like,
That's right.
fish can't hear you?
Yeah.
Then I was like, I get it now. I
Yeah.
fish with, some of my buddies' kids, and I'm like, shh, they can hear you.
I always fished with my grandma and grandpa too, both sides. My dad, grew up fishing. But yeah, that's my favorite thing. So fishing. Yeah.
We need to take Archie fishing.
Hell yeah! Let me get that boat. Get that boat. We need to get water out of it first.
Would it be better to go out on that one or Thomas's boat?
Oh, Thomas's boat.
He told me to hit him up if we wanted to get the boat.
Yeah.
I said we hit him up this summer.
Yeah, for sure.
Get it going on.
Mhm.
Get that guy out of the house more.
I bought a 2-man scamp.
Calvert, really?
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you?
I was gonna say
Yeah.
you still got your bow fishing boat?
Yep, still got it.
That thing's
How
like
many
that.
days a year do you hunt or fish?
As many as possible. Like
300?
no, not even close.
You still duck hunt as much as you used to?
I don't duck hunt at all anymore.
Really?
No.
I was wondering.
I'm too old to get up. You know, I'm not in the.
Dude, I'm telling you, that shit is just fucking wears on you.
I'm not in the dick measuring contest of being at that hole at 11
Yeah.
o'clock the night before. So I've
If
got
you
that hole.
Yeah.
I was like, so my daughter's boyfriend, he's a duck hunter now.
Well,
Really?
yeah, young fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they're doing the shit that we used to do.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
He was like, "Oh, we're getting up at 10 and we're going," and I was like, "See y'all." I'm gonna sleep in.
Yeah.
Dude, so many times going with that, just fucking, you know, like you can barely hear it. I don't know.
Well, you know, and I got spoiled too. I started going to Canada.
Yeah,
Oh,
And
yeah.
we would hunt private, dry fields,
yeah.
and so I mean it's cold.
Layout blinds. and
Yeah,
shit,
layout blinds and stuff like that, and I was like, "There's not a stitch of water around. There's no mud.
Yeah,
I'm not
isn't it
slipping
crazy?
and falling and damn near drowning, freezing
Yeah.
to death." And I was like, "This is amazing." So I'll never hunt the state of Arkansas again. Never, not once. Fuck a riverbank. I'm gonna go in a cornfield somewhere.
Yeah.
But
What was the best hunt you ever went on?
any kind of hunt, oh boy,
Yeah.
I would say probably.
Hunting his dick when he went to piss earlier.
Yeah, I found it finally. No, I mean, just there's so many different great hunts I've been on, but like as far as like in Canada one time, me and Stokes and our buddies were out there laying down. There were probably 5,000 ducks just tornadoing over the top of us. And I mean, it's just more ducks than I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know, all season in Arkansas. I mean, you know, you go down to Stuttgart, you see a bunch, but these were in our face. Like we're in the layout blinds covered up, and you can hear them wings beating, you know, chattering. And our buddy Neil, who lives up there, he's like, "Don't fucking shoot there, bud."
Yeah.
He's like, "Just watch the fucking show." And I was like, "Holy!" And I'm not kidding. 5,000 ducks right on top of your head. They don't even know you're there, in the middle of a cornfield, and they're just, and then they just kind of leave, you know. And then we'll get a group of about 50 or so. He's like, "All right, boys, fuck these up."
Yeah.
And fucking throw them open. And we always scream, "Surprise, motherfucker," when we come out of them blind and start shooting, you know.
Yeah.
But
So both your girls hunt?
my oldest likes to hunt with her boyfriend. She wants to go hunt with me. My youngest, she wants to go hunting until you tell her the next morning, "Hey, we got to get up early before the sun comes up." She's like, fuck a bunch of that. Yeah, I'm gonna sleep. And I get it.
It's funny when they get confronted with the sacrifice. for
Yeah,
it,
oh,
right?
yeah.
It's like,
It's like
wow,
9 o'clock flight.
She wants to go. She told me the other day she wants to go squirrel hunting. I was like, "Dude, I'm down for. I ain't been squirrel hunting in a
That
minute."
shit's dangerous.
that's fun. That's fun though.
It is. Running through the woods with shotguns.
I killed an albino squirrel when I was probably a junior in high school. So I got mounted on my wall.
Would you say I like squirrel hunting with 22?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
See,
more
I
fun.
was
think
one
it's
of the.
more fun.
I was the very unethical hunter. I'd take a 20 gauge and I'd just.
I'm saying.
I'd smoke the nest. Like, hey, I just rattle them, man.
Whoa.
I didn't,
Nah,
you know,
that's not
when I was a kid, I didn't give a shit.
That's pretty fun.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it is pretty fun.
like pond jumping ducks too. Like,
Oh, I'll pawn jump the shit out some ducks, man.
that's the shit.
Did you ever eat squirrel though?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Squirrel
How do you
dumps
find
them.
it?
I mean,
It's
I like-
edible.
yeah, I
Like
like it. I'd rather eat rabbit.
Oh hell
But
yeah.
I mean, if you're in, say electricity goes out,
Yeah, oh yeah.
squirrel's good meat.
Oh, that's son of a bitch. I've got state records in my backyard in city limits. It's they're
Goddamn
going
baby
down.
croc.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I'll eat them, man.
Somebody needs to get back to like just as a humorous thing, put out like an Arkansas cookbook, but with like shit like squirrel or possum.
So you know, in Bentonville they got that squirrel cook-off.
Yeah.
Every year, it's
Every
huge.
year.
No shit.
Yeah,
No, I didn't know about
a bunch
that.
of people
Yeah.
up there, and then they've got
Really?
a
squirrel cook-off.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah, up in Bentonville, it's huge.
Dude, I would love to go to that.
Yeah, we need
When
to
do they
figure
do
out.
that?
It's
I don't
around
know
the
what to look it
spring,
up,
I
yeah.
think.
We
No,
need
it
to
wouldn't be
go-
spring. It should be coming around here pretty quick because
Is it?
squirrel season just now,
Oh, maybe,
started
yeah,
off.
maybe.
So
Yeah, you'd think it'd be during. We need to look into that though.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to go to.
They always do it. I've always seen it. I've never been.
Yeah, I can't believe I hadn't heard of that. What other critters can you eat around here?
oh, you can eat anything.
You
man.
well,
If
you
you're
can
man
eat
enough.
anything, but like, have you ever eaten raccoon? I've never eaten raccoon.
No, I've never had
Is that-
raccoon. You know,
is there a
South
stick-
Arkansas and Gillette, they have a big what they call coon bake,
Yeah,
and that's kind of like squirrel cook-off.
Yeah.
They go down there and cook a bunch of raccoons.
I've just never heard anybody eating it around here.
I fish are too easy to catch and deer are too easy to kill, and go out and fucking.
You don't have to. You don't have to do it to survive anymore. But back, like my grandpa could tell you what all that shit tasted like.
Oh sure.
You know, like they could tell you blindfolded what it was.
Yeah. You ever heard of those sandhill cranes?
One time we were
crazy.
pheasant hunting in the Panhandle of Texas.
Yep.
And Scott's dad's cousin has a pond. They had like 5,000 of them bastards on there. Yeah.
They're the shit.
Yeah, so we hid under this willow tree, drinking beer, trying to be quiet.
They kids, they were drinking beer.
They can see for a long ways, man. We thought we were hid. We were wrong. Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're so weird. They fly in circles. You ever watched them?
Great. Fuck
so
yeah.
I leased that place. Me and Gary leased that place in Texas.
What are these things called again?
Sandhill cranes.
Ribeye of the sky.
Yeah.
Ribeye of the sky. Oh, you've talked about those before, yeah.
And you can hear them.
Good.
You can hear them.
Oh my god, they sound like they're right above you.
And you look, they'll be 10 miles high. Like airplanes fly underneath them. But when they migrate,
like right above you.
They'll circle. And that's just how they move on. It's really weird.
It is crazy.
Yeah. So.
But I can't ever get over the sound of them.
Yeah.
There's something else. Like I said, especially like when there's like hundreds of. Yeah, but like loud as fuck.
Oh yeah. And you'll think, I mean, I'll hear them when I'm going around in Texas, you know, and I'm like, oh, and I'm looking at tree line and shit. No, man, they're like in the stratosphere.
Yes.
They're way up there. You barely see them.
So what's the strat? How do you kill one of them?
You hunt fields, you hunt fucking.
You just gotta catch one.
I mean, I've never been to like an outfitting service. They'll lay out in the layout blind, put decoys out, shit like that.
I was telling these guys about it one time about how we dudes like shoot them, and we got up and out of like the 10 that was falling on us, we got like 2 or 3 of them, but one of them was fucking still kicking. Well, he sent the dog out.
Did it have goggles?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
This motherfucker, this damn sandhill crane got on its back, and it would look like a fucking pterodactyl.
It's like Chuck Norris.
Yeah. It got on its back, and it's like, and like stomped at the dog. And I'm like,
wingspan are we talking
they're fucking long. Probably.
Stokes killed one in Canada. He's got a picture of him holding one out, man. It's giant.
Yeah, they're big fucking things.
And they're good eating.
That's what they say.
Dude, it's like red meat. I've never.
They say it's like the marbling of, they call it rib out of the sky.
Like.
And you cook it just like that too. You sear it like you don't overcook it. You don't, oh dude, it's insane.
What are the rules? Like, could you sell deer meat in stores?
No.
Or does it have to go through the
you can
FDA,
you can sell like farm raised deer meat, I think. You can't sell any wild game.
Okay, that's what
But I'll sell you a 5-gallon bucket for $200. The deer meat that's inside is free, right? But that 5-gallon bucket gonna cost you $200.
I'm selling buckets.
I'm selling buckets, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever's inside it is just a bone.
Yeah, man, that's
I bought some bitch $1.99 at Lowe's. He bought it for $80. Whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It's a backstrap in there. Hell, I didn't remember leaving that in there. To keep that.
Just need somebody to take it out of my hands.
So with this heat we've had, man, I've had a hard time getting mad at the deer. Like, I like to deer hunt, right?
Yeah, it's too warm.
But I'm just like,
want to ruin. By the time I get one clear. Yeah.
I feel like I've been 3 or 4 times, and I was like, I feel like I could swap more mosquitoes and get enough meat out of them than I can sitting here waiting on a fucking deer.
Man, anymore, I don't know. At our age, I just don't even, I'd have to get real fucking, and one of them had to be like, whoa, look at that one. Like, before I don't know.
Zach, I don't know.
Not really. He likes to fish. I mean, he likes to river fish. He likes to when you're catching them. Like I'll put him on. I'll give him, an ultralight with, or medium action with a damn zoom worm, and he'll just wear him out. And he likes that shit.
Yeah.
But that's about it. He's not big on hunting and stuff. I like shooting guns.
Turkey hunt's my favorite, man.
Man, it is one of my favorites by far.
Yeah.
I've never turkey hunted.
Oh, you're missing out.
Tell me the experience. What's the turkey hunt like?
Well, I mean, so like different states are different, but like ultimately, the one thing that I love about turkey hunting is when they're working right, it's vocal. You make a call, they answer back. And then they answer back, and they're closer, and they're coming. Yeah,
okay.
I'm getting goosebumps just talking about it right now. You're talking back and forth.
Yeah, that's wild.
But
is that the only kind of hunting you can do that with?
No, they say elk hunting's real similar. When the elk are building,
yeah. I've never had an elk bugle, but go hit a fucking hoot owl call and just, oh, you god damn, you know. Oh, it's fucking yeah. Especially you're not even awake yet.
We walked out in a cornfield in Kansas one time, and John Ball went with us that one year, and just about dusky dark, they flew up in the roost.
Mm-hmm.
John hadn't done much turkey hunting at all, if any, I don't know. And I said, "Watch this." Woo, 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 woo. And that's what I thought he was going to pass out. I said, "Hey, we're coming right back here."
Yeah,
and he'll be right there in the morning.
Hell yeah.
He'll be right there in the morning.
Man.
If, lightning don't strike. But,
right.
But it's just.
They're getting fun.
Oh, I told you.
Well, and I think, too, it's the time of the year. It's like it's
warming up.
Yeah, it's just starting.
What's the strategy behind it? Like, what's your game plan when you go out turkey hunting?
You fucking. Hopefully you can fucking call one up. If not, you can have your decoys out.
There's like a certain geography you look at before you go, or
when you go for them, and Jeff can tell you when I mean, but when you're going for them, they're in fucking heat. Like they're looking for.
Yeah. Springtime's a rut for a turkey, so. Yeah, which is sad, man. I mean, if you think
is their rut.
Yeah, not the fall.
Not the fall.
Could you imagine some girl hollering in the bedroom like, "Hey, big boy," like, "All right."
Yeah.
Somebody kicks the door open, surprise, motherfucker, shoot you. Oh man, I feel a little bad sometimes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, they're just trying to enjoy themselves.
I've killed 58, I think, 58 turkeys,
man.
And I've got every fan of every bird I've ever killed.
Do you really?
Or I've got it stuffed. I've got a bearded hen that I killed in Texas. I've got my biggest bird still today. It was my second bird ever. I killed it in Harrison. It's full mounted, full strut. I've got a big Rio I killed mounted in my house, and he's up on top of the wall like he's pitching off a limb. It's all. But I've got every one of them.
Where'd you get that? Kansas or Missouri?
I killed the one on the roost in Texas, the bearded hen in Texas, and the big one in. But I've killed them in Kansas, Texas, Arkansas. Gentry Petting Zoo. That was by far I killed that with a loaf of bread and a golf club.
Oh yeah, they call this one Moses.
Yeah.
Come here, Moses. I know as far as killing them in the rut, it is kind of like that motherfucker's up there jacking off one leg.
Oh yeah,
he's got him.
I've seen some shit, man.
Yeah,
I've seen some shit, and I've got my dad into turkey hunting. He said, "Hey, my buddy's got 20 acres out on Beaver Lake. He's got turkeys on. So when are we going?"
Yeah.
So we started hunting out there, and it's Hobbs State Park on one side of us, Alice Walton on the other. So there's nobody hunting shit over there.
Something about a gun range, is it?
Yeah.
Is it?
No.
I was like, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
You're just big. Oh fuck! Look at him, and just all of a sudden.
So I think I was in Texas. The first bird my dad killed. His friend of ours, his friend took him out and he killed one. And I was in Texas and he was like, "I got one." And like every year now, it's like, "Season starts here. When can you go?" I was like, "Shit, I'm off all month, man. Just we'll go whenever." So I called one in for him this year and he snuck in behind us and I missed him at 25 yards.
Wow.
I ran a wheel off, man. I got excited.
Yeah.
And he was supposed to, turkeys never do what they're supposed to do, but he was gobbling. And I've got a rule: if he'll answer you 3 good times, he's good as dead. Because I'll call him in, I'll shoot him. Shoot at him. I've got this brand new Benelli Super Black Eagle 3, man. I've got a new Rob Roberts Raptor choke. I'm shooting Apex, TSS. I got $15,000 in guns and ammo here, right? Well, this bird, I've got my dad in front of me, and I've backed up behind him so he's not looking directly where the call's coming from. Because if I'm standing by my dad, he'll be kind of focusing on that call. So I'm going to back up so he'll kind of not focus on you. He'll be focused on me, and you kill him. So he answers a ton of times. And I was like, this dude's toast. We're going to smoke this thing. I said, he's going to come down that ravine, and he's going to come right back up. So I'm sitting there calling. He's just hammering. I was like, he's coming. Get ready. So I kind of squat down behind a tree, and I'm calling, and then he shuts up. And I was like, oh, man. He found a hen or something. He walked off. And there's a road, a little logging road we walked up, and we were just sitting off the side of it. And I stand up, look at my dad, and say, I don't know what happened to him. And I turn over, and that son of a bitch is standing right there, full strut.
Quiet,
oh, yeah, he come right in. He's full pumped up. And I was like, all I could say was, Dad, don't move, Dad, don't move. And I just, because I knew he wouldn't be able to spin around. He was directly behind him. And I shot, and that thing was like, what the fuck was that? He took off. And I'm just still shooting at him. He's going, he just keeps running. And after it all settles down, I looked, and I was like, fired 3 shots at him, because that's all you can have, you know. And I was like, well, there's $76 on the ground right there. And then...
I like the way you worded that.
Oh,
Yeah, that was a smooth story.
Because that's all you can have.
yeah.
Yep.
But... and then my dad just lays it on thick, man. And he's like, "Oh, it's all right, it happens." I was like, "Man, I don't know what happened." And of course, with that, with that raptor choke and those bullets, man, you're shooting at 20 yards. You're shooting like a shotgun slug at it.
Yeah.
And I was fucking nervous as a cat in the bath, so I just ran a wheel off, man. And my dad's like, "Oh well, that happens. We'll come back some other time, see if they're out here." And he calls his buddy, or we went by his buddy's house that lets us hunt on that place. Oh yeah, Jeff missed one. And then another guy calls. Y'all see it? Yeah, oh yeah, my son missed one. And I was like, shut the fuck up, man. It's like, I can't wait till you miss.
Yeah, right.
You were a lot more sympathetic. With
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
woods,
It was
Dad.
like, oh yeah, in the woods. It was
What
like,
happened at night, Dad?
yeah.
No shit.
No, he missed one. Yeah, he claims to be a turkey hunter. He sucks.
So how many of these things you say you got?
I've killed 58 or 59.
You got something from all of them?
I've got the fans, yeah. At least the fans and
How
the
much
beards.
does that cost to get that dressed up?
I do it myself.
Do you really?
Yeah. So you just cut the fan off, and then I usually freeze them until the end of the season
Yeah.
from every state. Thaw them out, staple them to a board all fanned out, and then I put borax and salt on them, let them sit for 2 weeks, and then I just take them off and
No kidding.
screw them up at my house. They're all over. Looks like Bass Pro threw up in my
You ought
house.
to do a
man.
how-to on YouTube, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
That's probably a good deal. People could save some money on doing
I
that
probably get a
themselves.
lot of negative comments like, "That's not how you do it." Like, that's how I do it.
Well, fucking defend it.
So,
We got too many asshole buddies that fucking talk shit.
right, right. Oh, that's a cute bird.
Yeah, that shit.
Now, when you think about it, it's easier right now to make money, especially if you're young and creative, than ever before.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just start a YouTube how-to on how to sew a sweater or something, and somebody's going to watch that shit.
Sure.
And if you put in the time and effort and know a little bit of business sense, I mean, you can do what you love. I mean, the American dream is still very much alive in that aspect. Like, especially for our youth. Like, we're kind of fucked as far as learning new shit.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're down the line a bit. But, like, as far as kids growing up, they get a lot of opportunities we didn't have.
Yeah, see, I'm still like, "Hey, kids, can y'all teach me how to take a selfie?"
Right.
They're like, "God, Dad."
No, I'm serious.
Shut up.
Walter shows me, he's like, all you gotta do is push these 2 buttons together and it'll do what you're asking. I was like, how'd you even know that? Just little shit.
I'll be talking and cereal come on. I'm like, who the fuck who said that?
Dude, we went out to lunch yesterday at Abuelo's up in Rogers.
Oh, yeah.
And look over at this table and there's a fucking robot delivering the food. Have you seen this?
I know it. I heard about it.
Have you heard about this?
No.
Robot goes over and delivers the food, stands there, and then the waitress comes and puts it on the table. Anyway, a lady delivered our food, and we were like, "Hey, we don't get the robot?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, it's as available, and we've only got one. His name's Robbie, but she's like, we got one more plate to bring. I'll send out the robot." It's like, all right.
Robbie's a trans.
We go
robot.
back.
Well, you don't have to tip Robbie. You know what I mean?
Right.
The robot.
But anyway, so we go back to our conversation. Next thing you know, this little thing zips up, and it goes, "Hello, table 15. Please wait for your server to distribute the food." I was like, "What the fuck?" They had eyes on this thing, and the lady comes out and puts it on there, and then the little thing zips off.
I don't like it.
But like, it keeps, like, it limits the liability of a human being.
You know what's funny? We've got robots where I work that like take trays to different places and stuff. And I
Do
just,
you really?
Yeah. And I just
And you don't trust them.
He said,
I just don't. I don't know, man. It's just like I don't know.
You're gonna have a lot of trouble with the next 10 years.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like AI, man.
If
You're
Elon
gonna
Musk
wake
gets
on. You're gonna wake
regulations-
up, and there's gonna be that. Like, I watched the podcast and heard what you said.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Musk is already fucking them. So
part of the deal with Trump and Musk is that Trump's going to cut all these regulations that are holding Elon back, and so. And that scares me because Elon wants to take us into the future fast.
I know.
And that scares me.
Me too.
I think he's brilliant, but at the same time, I think he is not thinking about long-term consequences on a lot of things. And maybe he is, but he scares the fuck. Did y'all watch any of that expo that he put on a couple weeks ago, where he introduced the robot Optimus, the human helper? So it was a whole Tesla expo. It was like a lot of his different products. They introduced a cyber bus, a cyber taxi, and these helper robots that look like something out of a science fiction movie. And like they do chores in your home. And
Sign me up for some of that.
Well, yeah, but like even if they're not affordable, people are going to buy these fucking things. And it's like, well, hold on. If it can learn through the internet and stuff, can you have it build you a shed in the backyard?
Well, can we learn my Roomba not to get stuck under every goddamn
Well, you can just teach
counter?
this thing to vacuum. Shit. Like, it'll do the shit you don't want to do. Like, you can even teach it how to do your finances. Like, you can...
That's easy. I spend more than I make. Take a rocket scientist to figure it out.
Get used to the red.
I still want that motherfucker to wake up. Why are you up again, Mr. Stilwell?
Yeah.
Let me put you to bed.
As long as they're not putting dicks on those things. You know what I mean? Like, that would get weird real fast.
You're just worried about getting fucked. I'm worried about all of it. It's...
What are your biggest fears?
Man, it's like... Just like everything we've ever seen, this fucking shit taking over.
In every movie we've ever seen since we were little kids.
Yeah.
Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Skynet.
Everything.
They even went back in time to kill people.
It ended up being like Mad Max, you know what I mean?
Whew, that's a scary movie.
That's kind of old and new at the same time.
Yeah. I think of that in Waterworld like the same kind of like. That's a crazy,
But people think if the electricity goes out, it would be like months before society decays. It would be days.
No, 100%.
The panic would set in.
The grid goes out, right fucked.
48 hours maybe.
Sure.
Before everything just goes to shit. And you're trying to keep your baby alive. Your morality goes out the window. You need some fucking food. So like you said earlier, what's the most valuable thing if that happens? Ammo and know-how.
She's trying to keep her baby alive. She's a smoke show. I got a few things that we trade out. You know what I mean?
Sure. Especially if she's breastfeeding.
I've got some deer meat.
Yeah.
Here's a 5-gallon bucket for $200.
That is not what he meant either.
No. But could you imagine? Like you always hear about these cult leaders getting busted and because they're fucking all the women, and you're like, man. That's crazy because that's exactly what I'd do if I ran a cult.
Exactly what
like,
I would
do. How else
do.
would you set it up unless you got to fuck all the women? You know what I mean? It's perfect.
No. Yeah.
And you do it religiously too.
Yeah,
like,
I tell you what,
it's God that ordains it.
Oh no!
Like I applaud those guys. Like, and the husbands are willing to let the wives do it.
God, could you imagine them to deal with more than one though?
Right.
Well. You got to keep that at a distance, and I think these cult leaders do. It's like, you're allowed to come in here and sleep with me. What a privilege. And then you go.
That was good, but you best be going.
But
yeah,
you go back to your husband now.
Jesus
right?
Christ.
Cult leader's the greatest job ever. It's got to be, right?
I've never thought about it quite like that.
Think about it now. What's better?
Yeah. Until it's Kool-Aid time,
Cult
man,
leader,
and then it's not so great.
Cult leader. Well, I was about to say cult leader that's not being investigated by the government,
right?
Like in that before time.
Yeah.
Before they find out about you.
Can we not do the big communion this year? You know.
Holy moly!
Last
it
cult
always
didn't
ends
make
badly
it.
for the cult.
I was gonna say there's just never a bad. Yeah.
But David Koresh in his time, he's thinking, man, I'm getting more ass than a toilet seat.
Dude, it was probably worth
he's
it.
like, yeah, he's like, this
to
is
go
awesome.
out fast like that,
Until,
the life he led.
Yeah.
He compacted a whole lot into a little kingship. You know, dude, what a way to go out.
I saw that deal on Facebook. It was like, don't claim to know Christian rock if you don't know who this is. It was David Koresh with the guitar. And I was just like, that's horrible. But very funny.
Do you remember the South Park Christian rock episode? Did you see that one? Christian rock hard?
I don't know if I did. I don't think I did.
Carmen and Kyle are in a race to have a band that gets a what's the platinum record?
Oh, God.
Well, Cartman realizes that like a lot of Christians are really gullible, so he starts a Christian rock band, and he takes it all the way to the top, and he wins their album of the year within Christian music, but it's like, what is it? Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. He wins a myrrh album, and he's on the stage accepting it in front of this Christian audience, but he lost the bet because he didn't win the platinum album, right? So he goes, "God damn it!"
Oh no!
Yeah, in front of the
Cancel culture.
yeah. Well, South Park's so funny, and like they twist it on every side.
I love it.
Like they make fun of everyone indiscriminately. They've never been politically biased, in my opinion. Like they hit everyone, and they're kind of above cancel culture at this point.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean? It's like there's so much to cancel them for.
So
Where do you even start?
You know, I feel like, what happened if you don't like what you're watching? Just change the channel, right?
What happened to that, Jeff?
Yeah, don't. Why, man? Uncle Ben's was the shit.
Yeah.
Why are you taking away my Uncle Ben's?
Well, what's funny is, there's several examples of this, but do you guys even remember the movie Song of the South?
I know what
The
you're talking
Brer
about.
Rabbit. It was like half animated, and Uncle Remus was the black dude telling the story. Well, slavery wasn't portrayed in a terrible way in that movie, so they deleted it from the Disney catalog. Well, the guy that played Uncle Remus is a black actor. That was his favorite role. He was most proud of. So his family and his kids were really pissed that they deleted it. And they said, "You deleted my dad's best work. As a black actor,
Yeah.
you deleted his performance that he was most proud of." So, like, I just don't understand why we can't allow these movies to continue to exist and say it was a product of this time and era.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well,
That's a piece of history.
Look at the
you're deleting.
statues they're tearing down.
Yeah, it's so stupid.
I mean,
You're deleting
hey,
history.
just because you don't
it
like
is.
it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Exactly.
It happened.
Boom. Real
It may
simple
not.
explanation.
It didn't work for your side. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But it still
Maybe
happened,
fuck on.
right?
Don't go by that fucking statue.
Right. You know what?
Right,
Don't,
well,
don't,
it's a
don't put the
two-part
statue in
thing.
your yard.
It's
Drive
two-
around it.
What you're saying, I totally agree with. Like, if it doesn't affect you, stay the fuck out
Yeah,
of it.
man. How does that statue being in this world negatively affect you? How does it affect your job, your bills, your livelihood? Really? How does that thing being there, other than you being a straight kook? I mean, really
Yeah.
literally negatively impact your life. It doesn't, not even a little bit.
Well, how many of our country's problems are based on people being offended on the behalf of other people?
99.9.
Most of it.
Yeah,
That's all you need to know.
I'm an HR nightmare for that reason.
No, God,
Because I
don't
will
know.
tell you, hey, if you don't like this job, maybe you should find another job. Oh my God, you hurt his feelings.
Yeah.
We actually had that at Black Hills Energy. One employee said, "Hey man," the one employee was bitching about his job, and he said, "Hey man, if you don't like this job, go find you another one." Hurt his feelings. He went to HR, and that dude gets called into HR. Like, hey, you can't say shit like that. I was like, "No, I can. I can.
You
Just
should
can't
be
work
able to.
here anymore." You know.
You can go wherever you want.
Lucky we didn't have an HR at IGA.
Oh shit.
We probably did. It was just Pam.
Right.
Man,
yeah.
I'm Pam Backerman.
Is that how y'all met? Was through IGA?
Yeah.
That and playing sports together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all remember when that IGA went in? It was
Well,
built to
We
be an IGA.
we put it.
We
helped
yeah.
stock the shelves and
Yeah.
put the shelves
Oh, you
together.
guys were there.
I
For
Yeah,
sure.
we were there at the.
I started at the Fayetteville up there where where Firehouse Subs is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah, I think we both
Yeah.
started there for a little bit, just kind of
Like a week or
train,
two, yeah.
and then they shoved us to Farmington.
Okay.
And yeah, like I said, we always
What
grew up
was his
playing
name?
sports together.
Josh Weeks.
Mm.
His dad's Dr. Weeks, the chiropractor.
uh-huh.
Yeah, he was like, he trained me.
Yeah.
And he was one of those, like, man, fuck this job. I was just like, it's not that bad, man. I'm 15 years old, fixing to be
Yeah,
16.
yeah,
and yeah.
sure.
Me and Calvert, I mean, that's
Y'all had some fun in there.
Oh
shit,
gosh,
man.
I wish Jared could have
I
made
wish
it tonight.
Cypher,
man.
when you watch this, listen, motherfucker.
And Mayhem too, Mayhem.
Oh yeah.
Mayhem.
No, I want to talk to Jared. For a minute.
Okay.
Next time you schedule something as important as this fucking podcast,
Yeah.
take the day off work or tell them you got a family emergency, bro. You can't just be missing the shit. This is twice.
An IGA family
You
emergency.
had a family emergency.
You did have a family emergency. Jesus, dude.
They trusted me and fucking Cypher to fucking put Christmas lights up there one year.
Whoa.
And me and him were like, oh, fuck yeah, we got a bagging and shit. And we get up on the roof, I'm like, well, this is bullshit. No wonder they wanted us to fucking do this. God, me and fucking Calvert, though. Man, you remember old Gary Penny?
Oh God.
Me and
So I saw a sticker on the back of somebody's truck the other day that said "In loving memory." I assumed he died, but it said "In loving memory of Gary Penny," and I was like, "Wow." Remember we'd go fishing with him?
Dude.
He was one of those Uncle Touchies that you're like, I don't know if I want to get in your boat or not, man.
Hold on.
Me and Calvert, this old dude. Me and old Calvert.
No, he wasn't that way, really.
No, he
but-
was never like that.
No, he was super
Because we were
cool.
bigger than he was in
Yeah,
high school.
that's right.
But anyways, man, I've got a lot of Gary Penny stories. But me and Calvert was fishing with this motherfucker one time at Prairie Grove Lake, wasn't it?
Lake Fayetteville.
Was it like that?
Yeah.
Oh, that was Prairie Grove Lake.
Yeah, because you remember he, for the longest time, he had the state record crappie.
That's
caught out of Lake
right.
Fayetteville, yeah.
Yes, he's got his picture up there.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Well, anyways, we're up there and it's like Calvert's in the back, I'm in the middle, and he's in the front. And we're sitting there fucking talking, and I mean, there's boats from where we are, where the fucking cars are.
I forgot about this story, man.
And Calvert, he's giving Calvert shit about something. All of a sudden, he just fucking dropped his,
Yeah.
just fucking pulls his pants down, and just starts pissing. And that's no big deal. I mean, everybody does that. But I mean, there are boats right there.
Yeah.
I'm talking right, We also, me and Calvert made this fucking. You ever hear it putting take a 2-liter bottle, and we put liquid Drano in it. And aluminum foil. That was what's fucked up about me and him working at IGA. We had everything there.
Oh, you got
everything there.
yeah, you got.
And we thought we'd make
everywhere.
this bomb.
We didn't pay for shit
Yeah, we
either.
did. That's the reason that motherfucker's in the church now. Anyway. Well, I remember we'd shake that fucker up and we'd throw it out in the parking lot. We waited for it to explode and it never did. So we just said, fuck it, went
Yeah.
home. Well, the next day we're at fucking work. And we hear a fucking boom, and I don't fucking think anything shit. Fucking Gary Finney comes in there. Goddamn kids! Put some kind of fucking shit out there in the parking lot about blew the tire off my truck. And me and Calvert just fucking lose it. I mean,
Oh my god.
Gary Finney.
Remember Jason Ferguson? So the deal back in the day was you drink like a quarter of your Dr. Pepper, shake it up, and then loosen the cap, and you spin the cap off. And that motherfucker come out of there like a bullet.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't working that day. It was like a Sunday or something. That's a bitch, boom! Up it goes, hits the fluorescent light, breaks the light in the back, comes down, slices his arm. So the motherfucker tries to file work. He tries to file under
way.
workman's comp. And they were like,
D-Mac's like, you sure you want to
yeah,
find
we
workman's comp?
probably shouldn't do. I think he
No.
ended up with some stitches or something.
Yeah, he had those stitches. Man, one time I locked Calvert out. And I know we've got a bunch of stories like at IGA, but I locked Calvert out one time. We used to fuck around the back a lot. Anyways, I locked Calvert out one time to where he couldn't get back in. Well, this motherfucker has to go all the way around the fucking building. Well, I'm laughing
a little bit.
I'm laughing about it and shit. And I'm sitting on an aisle. And I'm sitting on a milk crate. Just sitting there like facing fucking cans or something. Well, this motherfucker comes in and I'm fucking laughing. He hits me so fucking hard that I fly fucking out the aisle. I mean,
Holy shit.
It's a wonder we kept, I kept working there after high school a little bit.
yeah.
I'm like, I'll come in on a Saturday
Right.
once a month. But
And the damn, what's it called? The hand truck thing. I was tying up fucking.
oh yeah, the pallet jack.
Yeah. I was tying up fucking lugs one day. And this motherfucker comes in. You know the damn pallet jacks? Well, this motherfucker's coming in like a skateboard.
You can ride like a skateboard, man.
And he's
Steer
just goddamn. And he hits me and them fucking crates so hard. And they just go fucking flying. And our GM, he's like, what in the fuck is going on? We got a lot of that.
Yeah, we got
Calvert did.
I remember one Easter Sunday, we were sitting back there where the meat department was at. You know, there's that little desk and stuff. And Justin Smith was the manager.
Oh, man. Love
And
Smith.
so we always had the loading dock door up. Well, D-Mac, our manager, he's staring at us through that loading dock. And I was like, I think Jared was there that day, too. And he's like, there's D-Mac. Smith goes, shut the fuck up. He turns around. Of course, Smith's a do-gooder, man. He never did anything wrong whatsoever. He shut the fuck up. He turned around. Old D-Mac, hey, what you boys doing? Because D-Mac wanted you to do something all the time. Yeah. Well, no sitting around.
Yeah,
he was like, well, it's Easter Sunday, pretty slow. But, you know, it ain't always like this, so, you know, Justin, I thought he was going to walk away crying.
He knows how to make you feel bad.
Yeah. But, you know, I still use shit that I learned at IGA.
Dude, yeah.
In real life today.
Yeah.
I've got a 21-year-old kid, and he works hard, but he walks like a sloth. You remember how D-Mac, he take on walking. That's when he walk faster than I can run.
Yeah.
And he just, and
Are
now,
kids working now at that age still?
some of them are.
What was that Harvey's name? Not John, but his brother or his cousin. You remember that?
Lance. Yeah.
This motherfucker one time, wasn't it me and you? And he walks up and he's like sitting there and he's like, Lance sack on 3, and he's sucking on a sucker and he goes, oh, fuck. And he sticks the sucker in his fucking pocket. He goes to suck.
So we'd get on the phone.
Oh, man.
And we'd call the video department, which.
The video? There was a video?
There was,
yeah. But
in the corner?
Yeah. As soon as you walked in, right off
that's
right. Kids these days won't know what a video department is, but you could buy movies.
I forgot they had one.
Yeah.
With that idea.
Denise and Siobhan worked in there.
Yeah. Saubahan, yeah.
Siobhan.
But I was dating a girl named Sarah that worked in the video department.
Yeah, I remember her too.
And they're like, we're going to call up there and ask for Mike Hunt. You know, is Mike Hunt in the store? And I was like, come on, guys, she's smarter than that. Boom! Comes across the intercom. Mike Hunt, if you're in the store. I was like, no. Sarah Redline.
We did shit like that
all the time.
Jesus.
Make pizzas.
When do you think the last time the Mike Hunt worked? Like last week or 5 years ago? Like it's.
I still see that.
Oh
shit
no,
on
kids
YouTube.
with kids today. Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're
still
totally
working
oblivious.
more than it used to.
They're totally oblivious to it.
Kids today are pretty funny.
They are, but they're not like.
Sometimes
but they don't
not
know,
funny, haha.
They don't know our wit
You
though.
know?
I don't think.
Yeah,
it's
no,
a
they
different.
couldn't.
You know, it's like different.
Well, what
And
age
could
are
you
y'all
imagine
talking
if
about?
we'd
Are y'all
have
talking
had-
teenager? I'm talking more like 12.
No.
Like I'm kind of talking about like
Oh yeah, I
being
don't.
around that 6th grade football team. Like some of the shit I heard. Like those kids were pretty witty.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
They're probably. I mean, they're growing up watching fucking YouTube and shit, and all these people that are, you know,
But you know what?
comedians and
Some of the
stuff.
shit Theo watches, like how to build these
Oh
motors
yeah,
and
you
shit.
actually learn
Oh, yeah.
from.
He knows all this terminology and he's way
see
more.
that's a different kid right there.
Yeah.
Like most kids ain't watching how to build a robot and a
No.
motor and shit.
No,
You
that's
know, my
true,
kid, the
but
best
that's
my
what
kids
he
ever
did.
did was they made some slime. And they got it in the carpet and they got their ass beat, right? My kids ain't no robot builders. Ain't happening.
Oh my god!
That's fucking insane. That's funny.
Almost snorted there.
I did.
Like for Christmas, I go to Sam's and get them a case of laundry detergent so they can make slime.
Fucking
It's
slime.
like, this is the greatest thing ever.
Holy shit. As long as they're not eating the Tide Pods, I guess we're alright.
Yeah, my kids missed that deal.
Thank God.
I feel like that's natural selection, man. You should just let them go.
Man, honestly, just talking about this earlier. Other people being offended and trying to control shit is a big problem.
Oh, if you get offended easily, it probably shouldn't hang out anywhere within a 3-mile radius of me, because I'll get you.
How do you think who do you think's going to win the election?
Well, I don't know.
They can bet on a Kalashi now.
Not asking who you're supporting. Who do you think's going to win?
I honestly don't know. So I think you can watch Fox and they'll say Trump's going to win. You can watch CNN. They're going to say Kamala's got the edge. I think it depends on. You know what media outlet you're watching. I mean, how else do you know anything else, right? I mean, I don't know the polls. So you watch Fox, they're going to say, well, Trump's edging her out. You watch MSNBC, they're saying, she's winning.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man.
Who do you think's going to win, Stilwell?
I really don't know. I couldn't tell you. Honestly,
Really?
But I wonder, a lot of times, as low on the totem pole as I am in life, as far as is it really negatively going to impact? I mean, it's going to impact me for sure, right? Either way.
But
It's a cultural thing.
Right.
This is a cultural.
She's not going to take my hunt licenses away from me, so I'm still
or
gonna get
your
to do
guns.
that. I mean, I'd like to overtime not to be taxed. I don't know how they're going to pull it off.
I don't know how anybody's going to take guns that aren't in my name.
Right. I don't have any guns.
What do you mean? I don't know.
Right.
I just always wondered that. Like, how do you know? Oh, that gun? Sold that at a gun show in Tulsa.
Lost that in the boating.
What was his name?
accident.
Billy, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It'll be 4 years.
So I think Trump wins in a landslide.
I don't think either side's gonna be a landslide.
I just feel like the energy. I mean, Trump's going on Rogan, Vance is going on Rogan, Kamala denied going on both of them. Those are just optic things. Trump dresses up like a dump truck driver, dude. He fucking headlines and sells
trash,
out Madison Square Garden. I mean, he's viral every day.
Yeah, he's viral to us, right? But you get the people in Chicago.
Well, dude, numbers are numbers. I don't know
I
where you
get
live.
that,
He had 42 million views on Rogan in 4 days, and Kamala's appearance on Shannon Sharp's got like 1.4 million.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a disparity.
Sure.
I'm seeing a lot of energy, and I'm seeing a lot of influential characters. I mean, dude, you're talking about Elon Musk is a Democrat. RFK is a Democrat. Tulsi Gabbard's a Democrat. You're seeing a lot of... I've never seen so much unity in a campaign where Democrats and Republicans are on the same ticket. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's what makes me feel like it's just...
I don't know. I'm nervous. I'm not going to lie. I'm nervous about it. But then again, I think... it's not like if Trump wins, I don't have to go to work tomorrow. You know what I mean? I don't ever have to work again because I won the Powerball.
Ain't that the truth?
But
Exactly.
Life for us. Somebody put this to me really well the other day. It was like, if you make above a certain level of money where you don't have to worry about it, you don't care about it. The kind of shit most Americans live in a middle, like a paycheck to paycheck scenario. But if you're at a point where money isn't a problem, you think a lot differently.
Well, here's the deal too. Like, I saw this on TikTok. It was like, do I really care about beer and gas prices? Because I ain't going thirsty, and I damn sure ain't walking nowhere. I'm just gonna,
Right.
just gonna pay it. You gonna bitch about it and go on.
It always cracks me up when people's like, "Oh, did you see the price of gas?" I'm like, no, because I'm never gonna be like, "Fuck it, I ain't buying that shit."
Yeah.
I need it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I can't just.
And they know that.
But don't you have a right to be angry about it?
Oh, absolutely.
If
I'm
you
just saying,
vote,
I don't
if you vote,
fucking-
you do.
I'm just saying, I don't get mad about it.
I know,
Like, it's
but
shit
that's
that I
also
can't
part of the-
control. Like,
dude. This country had a fucking war. We fucking rebelled against Britain for less than shit's going on nowadays.
It's a different world these days.
Oh, I know. And everybody's so comfortable now. Nobody was comfortable back then.
No, hell no.
They were used to being over here, fucking stranded, living
Sleeping
off the
outside.
land. I mean, even their wealthy people back then didn't have it as good as we do now.
Right.
In a fucking apartment somewhere. We live like kings.
Sure.
And we want to keep it that way.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I may cut out some shit in my life that I'm not just going to go dirt road and drink beer if gas is, diesel's fucking $5 a gallon. But I'm not going to.
But think about this:
diesel.
if they're taking away our dirt road driving, they're taking away a lot, Jeff.
Yeah, my audit of DWI.
Taking away your license.
Exactly. If they lower diesel, to $1.60 a gallon,
That's right.
they're gonna get me. They caught the tater.
Are you picking any?
No, not much.
You think you ought to be? You enjoy it?
Oh yeah, yeah. I go in spurts, right? A little bit, then more a little bit.
Yeah. You got a lot of talent, dude.
I appreciate that.
I mean it.
Like I say, man, you know my nerves. You know how I get.
No, I understand
It's weird.
I totally. No, it's
I've
weird.
got a vow renewal that they want me to sing at on November 18th, and I still think about it. I've been practicing over and over and over again. I was gonna take my guitar, and some good friends of mine, and let them know, hey, I practiced this song. I think I can do it in front of however many people there.
Yeah.
But these people are friends with Heath Sanders. And I'm like, if he shows up, fuck out, man. I ain't doing that. Heath Sanders is amazing. I'm not fucking singing in front of him.
No, you can't do it that way, man.
I just get, kind of starstruck a little bit in front
Hey,
of
I get it. That's what beer's for.
But
you
man,
pretty
sometimes...
good. You pretty good at the song?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to track it later?
Maybe. We'll see. But
After this pod, if you feel like it, let's...
Even when it's just me by myself, I find myself messing up on stupid shit that I'm like, I know better than to mess up on. You know what I mean? And I'm like, oh God, I'm never. And then I'll get down on myself, like I'm never gonna make it.
Well, dude, it's one of those things where you have to get it to muscle memory, especially if you're gonna get drunk on stage.
Yeah, I'm not
There's
gonna do
times
that.
when I was younger, when I'd play on stage, where I'd forget what I was playing because I was so drunk.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I'm gonna practice so hard because I ain't giving up the beer.
Right. Yeah.
Because I want to know how to play this shit when I'm drunk.
Right.
So I would just learn it and play it, and I'd put on a movie or some shit and just go over it and over it and over it.
Yeah, they haven't really asked me or told me what their expectations are, because the groom, so to speak, that's renewing his vows, he was like, I want you to sing. I was like, but you know how nervous I get. He's like, I know, I'll play, you can sing. So I don't know if it's like...
Oh, wait, you're not playing?
Well, I've been practicing the song, just in case, and it may be after all the whole big ordeal's over with. And after that, I'm good. Once, but I think there may be 200 people there. I'm like, holy shit, that's Madison Square Garden for me.
Yeah.
200 people.
No, I get it.
I'm a campfire guitar player, right? 8 max.
Man, think about this, though. Like, so my little one's been dirt biking. We've been going out to Rick Owens' place out at Mill Creek.
Oh, yeah.
And they had this big campfire jam the night before the races. And, like, just massive amounts of people. And it was a campfire jam, basically. Just going around the horn.
Sure.
People leading songs and stuff. And I think the second night they did it, it eclipsed the band they hired. Like, more people were at that tent watching the jam. And it's like, you know how mainstream media right now is kind of broken? People don't trust it, so they're going to podcasts. Or you have, like, you used to have the radio, but now people are going to, to listen to their music. They're going to a subscription service or something.
Sure.
Or listen, it's breaking up everywhere.
I don't see how the radio survives anymore, to be honest.
I don't see how newspapers are still getting printed,
I
dude.
don't either. But, I'll talk to somebody. Hey, you hear this on the radio? I don't listen to radio.
Right.
All I do is streaming service. You know? That way I only have to listen to what I want to listen to.
To sports radio.
So, I mean, I listen to a lot of...
Radio.
Who do you listen to on sports radio? Like
Feinbaum or...
Love Paul Feinbaum.
or our local, whatever. Like, I mean, when I go to lunch, it seems like I always catch Rome. Just... Whoever's on
Never could stand Jim Rome.
Yeah, he's an acquired taste. Which that comes with all.
Now, I listen to a lot of it.
Yeah.
And I find myself, 3 hours later, I'm still listening to Jim Rome.
Yeah. There's certain texts of his that I agree with and certain that I don't, but...
Why do you think you love sports so much? Because I don't know very many people love it as much.
I don't know either, because you weren't any good at them.
Oh, my God.
Wow, man.
I've got a picture.
I was getting concussed over there.
I've still got a picture that all 3 of us are in. Me and you are hugging after the Prairie Grove Farmington game. I think my mom took the picture. You're crying. I'm smiling, obviously. And you're in the background. No shit. Yeah, I swear to God. I'll look for it and find it.
I would love to see that.
You're crying. I'm smiling. You're in the background.
You're crying too, but...
If it was after that...
It was our last time.
Well, is that the one at Prairie Grove?
I never lived that game down. I'm at Brad's fucking wedding, and I couldn't live it down.
Oh, dude, do you remember the game? I've never talked about this on the pod. I might not should have talked about it now, but it's been with me since then. because Jason Fisher's dad keeps bringing it up. But
Lord.
that Prairie Grove game, our junior year, we're up 28-0 right before half. And I'm just getting free yards. And I get another touchdown break. I'm almost in the end zone. Sam Sparkman
Yeah.
runs around
Yeah.
from behind, punches the ball out,
Oh yeah,
goes into
Wasn't
the
that
end
our
zone.
senior year?
And Absher, no, it was our junior year.
because that was NPG, right?
Yes, this
Yeah.
is in Prairie
Because
Grove.
our senior year we played in Farmington.
Yes.
Okay.
And Absher dives on the ball in the end zone. Okay, no big deal. We're up 28-0. We lose that game 35-28.
Yeah,
And everybody's pointing fingers. And
the
it's like,
momentum
man,
swing can go at any time, man.
dude, it destroyed our season. We went 0-5. We lost 5 straight, and we were 4-0 going into that, and we won our last game of the year. But we ended up 5-5
You know what I loved was
after one play.
I loved before we got into high school the shenanigans that went on between the dead chickens on the field.
Do you remember
and
the dead cardinal that they hung?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think the coaches did that or somebody at Prairie Grove?
For the Prairie Grove players. Not like our age. They were
I
older.
wouldn't
don't
put it
think our-
past a coach to be a great
always thought our
motivation.
coaches
Yeah,
did it. I always thought the coaches did that shit.
I don't know. If they
but
go
I know
to
they
extent to
poured
killing
supposedly. They poured
Somebody's
like a bunch
crazy
of soap
enough to
on
kill
the
a
field.
cardinal. Why
Definitely
would-
somebody from Prairie Grove.
You cardinal killing motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's probably fucking Calvert.
that
Yeah,
rivalry
right.
to me has always been hilarious.
Yeah, but that's
Because
what's
it's
funny
like
to me. Is
families
like,
live in both places. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I
like-
loved about it was now being older, and when we started working together at IGA and stuff, we started mingling together, and then we're like, you guys ain't a bunch of fucktards. Like, we've
Right.
been taught and brought up.
Exactly.
You guys are actually pretty damn cool.
yes. I always knew people from Prairie Grove, and I never
Oh, that's
got
all
it.
I ever.
I
grew
thought
up
Coach
with.
Absher was going to rip my ass because Mahan kicked an extra point. And I went over there. We headbutted each other. Hey, good job. We did it back to the.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna get killed. I'm gonna
Yeah.
run till he gets tired. You
Yeah.
know, type of deal. But
You remember we couldn't wear black socks?
I can remember.
Because Prairie Grove wore 'em. We weren't allowed to
I
wear
don't
them.
remember.
With it, like, you remember Old Holland?
Uh-huh.
He ran an iron fist, man. Like, it was hardcore discipline structure. They won a state championship with that. But then
His dad did.
right, but then that got to the point where the kids didn't want to play for him
Yeah.
because it was such an old, a harder.
Yeah.
It was very demanding, and then that kind of, I don't know. It's why you think Shiloh changed everything as far as the landscape of football around
No,
here?
they just got people to come in and like how they got people to come in
But I mean,
and not have to pay tuition.
they were
if you
kicking-
want to win state,
Well,
you got to
no.
pass the plate, baby.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like they were beating teams a conference above them,
yeah.
and because they were doing this type of football, and it was embarrassing to all these teams, and then everybody's
had
like,
all the
we got to
slot
be
players.
able to do that kind of shit.
They were the most well-oiled machine I'd ever been up
Yeah.
against.
Well,
you
I
played
mean,
against them, didn't
Oh,
you?
Hell yeah, we
I
all
played
did.
against Gus
Twice.
Malzahn, over and
Yeah,
over
we
and
all
over
did.
again. Just the most well-oiled machine. Their
How
routes,
tired were you by the second half?
Their routes were crisp. Oh, yeah, smoked.
Because you're probably playing both sides.
No.
He's a
Did you-
defensive guy.
I don't
Were
play
you a
defense.
defensive
No
guy?
linebacker.
See, a lot of us had to play both sides, so by the time second half goes around, you're done.
But I was tired because they'd throw one pass and score, and I had to get my ass back out on the
Yeah,
field.
No shit.
Time of
Yeah, that's
possession.
true, too.
Time of
They-
possession was lopsided.
I remember one time. I remember there was one old public access channel that used to play the high school.
Family
games.
45.
Was it Family
Yeah.
45?
Yeah.
Huntsville had them tied at halftime, and everybody was like, "Oh my God!" Huntsville's going to take it, and it ended up being like 58-0.
Yeah, they ended up, taking the band out and letting the players actually play,
I remember watching that you're talking about that Family 45 when you said that, Jeff. It reminded me of that when you hit that
Aaron Cox
Yeah.
from Lincoln.
This dude's a kicker. He goes to kick the ball, and I mean his foot hits the ball, and Calvert.
No,
knocks his
now bullshit.
fucking
Don't
head
start
off.
that. He got 5 yards. But I had a 40-yard head start on him, and I smoked him.
I'm talking like. Dude,
The
that
only
was back
guy-
before we had.
It's
like,
the only guy I've ever seen pass out twice on the field.
I fucking do if you hit me like that.
Yeah.
Wait, when was it? What year was it?
My senior, yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be 99. It would be 99, yeah. our senior
Fucking
year.
Bobby Boucher over here.
Well, I did too. Yeah, I waterboarded
I mean, that
his ass.
That was
motherfucker's
against who?
Lincoln. right?
Lincoln, yeah.
He's from
Aaron
Lincoln.
Cox.
What, isn't he with Kayla Madewell? Or wasn't he with Kayla Madewell?
I have no idea.
I
He's
think
married to a girl named Melissa now.
Oh, okay, never mind. A different.
So me and Aaron go way back,
Yeah, I
play
think
baseball
you do.
together,
Yeah.
and then we
He
both
hit him hard.
we go looking.
Which Calvert always hit people hard. That's why he's the only one that I know that I was concussed.
We go looking, at Arkansas Tech, and I go to look maybe walking on the football team there back then, and then I run into Aaron, and he said, "You son of a bitch." I said, "Aaron, I'm sorry, buddy." And he was like, "That's the best kick I had all year." He said, "I was just staring at it." I said, "Man, I'm sorry." He said, "No, it was a great hit," but I smoked him. And he's down, like arms stiff, everything, just about like best I can remember. I don't know. And I woke up and things were spinning, Because I had a 40-yard head start and I hit him under the chin. Well, he pops up like a deer that's been shot, and Sparkman's running down the sideline, and he goes chasing him, and then just like somebody shot him, and boop, down he goes, and he's out.
God,
Family 45 ripped my ass. I mean, chewed me up and spit me out.
That's why I remember it.
We don't need this kind of, I was like, this is before, targeting and shit. Oh, they'd have kicked me out for sure. They damn near did.
Well,
was
half
it,
your
Thad?
shit would.
Remember when Thad had that cast?
Yeah.
Was it P. Ridge?
Fucking hitting people and shit.
Did he take their helmet off first?
I think so, because he'd always fucking try to hit their shin strap.
He got kicked out of the game.
I think so, yeah.
So do y'all remember like Gravett being the dirtiest team ever?
Oh,
Grab
nah,
shit,
Shiloh.
Well, others. Shiloh punch you in the
yeah,
nuts and then help you up and say God bless you.
That's the game.
No,
Senior
actually,
nights,
Shiloh
so
used
they
really
grab it.
expletive language. I was surprised. They cussed a lot.
Yeah.
I was shocked by that, but I was like, "Well, fuck, they're no different than any of us." They're just
See, I know Nick Floyd would have been, I want to say our senior year. Nick Floyd, the preacher's son, we had this deal where we would, they kick it off Sparkman, and we would create a
Josh
wall.
Floyd or Nick Floyd.
Nick, his brother. I played against Josh Floyd, the quarterback,
Yeah.
and he was just
Yeah.
drilling everybody. Well,
So who's Nick Floyd?
his younger brother.
And he was what position?
Well, this is on kickoff. I don't know. I'm sure he probably played quarterback.
Okay.
But he's chasing Sparkman. Sparkman's got the ball, and Nick's about to. So we create this wall, and Sam run past us, and I was like, "Uh-oh, dude, he's about to catch Sparkman." Me and Sparkman damn near hit shoulder pads, and when he comes through, I mean, bam! The first thing that hit the ground was back of his helmet, and so, I mean, lit him up, and then Randy Jones, our defensive coordinator, actually ends up going to Shiloh and being a coach there. Well, I run into him like a year after graduation, and he was like, "Hey, old Nick Floyd still hurts from that shot you give him." I was like, "That's good, man." But I wouldn't be able to play in today's football.
Yeah, you would.
I'd be targeting first play.
You'd be in trouble.
Yeah, because I had a brand new helmet our senior year. I mean, it was brand new. Pulled tags off of it. Big old nasty face mask,
It looked terrible.
and it looked like I had put it in a garbage disposal.
Yeah.
I remember we played Seneca, Missouri, and I hit a
It
guy
was
one
hell
time.
of a lot.
Oh,
He
I
didn't
was
know
like
he
a
had
fucking
shoulder
ram.
pads on.
I was just like an old ram. I hit that guy in Australia when I went to Australia and played. I hit that dude. He's like, "Oh, gotta hit me in the helmet like a little bitch, eh?" And I was like, "Yes, sir. Next one's coming too, brother." But yeah, I wouldn't make it.
Wait, who did you
first
play
quarter.
from Australia?
A team from Australia. So after, they had that Down Under Bowl. I don't know if it's still going on or not, but we got picked to go to the Down Under Bowl. And we played a team from Australia, which is like the fucking replacements. Grown-ass men. Sitting over there smoking cigarettes and drinking beer on the sidelines.
When was this?
2000. It was right after we
School.
graduated, yeah. It was our senior year after we graduated.
Okay.
So, fly down to Australia. We played it.
It's
We,
wild.
It raised like $5,000.
Something like that, yeah.
I remember it, yeah.
My mom paid for half, my dad paid. I raised a certain amount of, the
Wait,
beginning.
everybody
money.
had to come up with
Yeah.
$5
Oh
grand?
yeah.
Does it seem like Sam and Bush
Jesus
Sam didn't
Christ.
go?
Yeah, Sam went.
Okay.
Sam went, but he actually, I think they flew him home early. He had a twisted testicle in Australia. Like, it let the blood go in, but it wouldn't let it come out. And he went to the hospital.
Yeah.
So we went and saw Sam in the hospital. We played Australia. We played a team from Texas.
In Australia.
Inside of what it is what they were trying to do was teach American football, because all they have soccer and rugby over there. They're trying to teach. They call it gridiron over there. They're trying to teach gridiron football to the Australians. So we play inside a horse track, the infield of a horse track. They squared it off 100 yards, But when I was 18, I had me being an 18-year-old, I thought my shit didn't stink, right?
Yeah.
I was bad. I mean, I was defensive player of the year. I was, Kerm's dream team, whatever, all state, all these accolades. For an 18-year-old, my head was as big.
Right.
And it was then that I realized that I would never be D1 material, because they had an offensive guard who played for Texas, the team in Texas. Big black kid. He was deaf. He sounded like Dino on Flintstone. And he was pulling guard, and I went and I lit him up, and I gave him what I thought was everything I had. And I hit him, and I wilted.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, God, I'm numb all over. And he stood over top of me and just... And I was like, all right. Of course, 18 years old, man. Next time he pulls again, I said, I'm really going to give him all. I'm going to rock his world this time. Same thing happened. Hit him, fucking wilted. He stood over top. I was like, God dang. It was at that moment. I was talking to a friend of mine played tight end for the Razorbacks, and I was talking to Zach Hawker, the kicker. I told him the same story. I was like, that's when I realized I was nowhere near. Prairie Grove High School don't get you ready for D1 football. Yeah. You ain't nowhere near. So, it was crazy. It was a lot of fun over there, man. It was a lot of fun.
What do you think it is about football that draws so much more money than everything else?
I think it's the hitting and it's so.
I think that's starting to.
Sport it's the closest thing closest to it. I mean,
but it's also a strategy sport.
Sure.
So
absolutely, they babied it down a lot since obviously.
It won't be another 10 years before it's the NFFL, flag football. You know what I mean? I hate these. Okay, so say you're a professional deep water diver, right? Then people start drowning. Well, you knew what you signed up for. You're going underwater. Yeah. It's kind of like I think football is. Well, these big motherfuckers are going to knock your head off over and over and over, but you signed up for this. They're paying you millions of dollars. Yeah, I hate you get concussions, but you signed up for this. If you've got one leg, don't sign up for ass-kicking contest. That's kind of my goal on the same thing. Let's not...
The deal is, though, is like no one gives a fuck if divers are drowning. And football is such a bigger, optically, it's just so much bigger that everybody's got a fucking opinion.
Right, yeah.
Especially once they let fucking Taylor Swift in. Now
I was about to say, the Taylor Swift thing changed the dynamic.
And it's going to, you bring her in.
Could we watch one Chiefs game without seeing her?
No,
it's not going to happen.
Well,
but
she's not been to that one she didn't go to. I was so fucking glad.
But they still
kept showing where she
yeah, she should have been.
Think about this. If you're the NFL, you're getting more eyeballs.
Oh, they're jerking off. Yeah.
So this is great for them. Absolutely. This isn't about football at all. But what annoys me is all these people who are like, we're on the train now, and it's like, what's a fourth down? And they're like, Taylor Swift.
Name someone besides
the fourth down is where you go get a $15 hot dog.
And then they're like, why are you offended that we're in your space? It's because, you don't belong here?
Yeah. They fucked it up.
You don't... Yeah, it's
I don't mind if they don't belong there and they're there. Just don't be like, don't hit them so hard. Yeah. I'm like, well,
Well, every time they cut to her in the booth, she's hugging a different person.
Yeah.
And it's like, are these paid appearances? Like, what? It literally is. Have you ever noticed this?
Oh, yeah.
It was a different person she's hugging, and every time they cut to her. And it's like, have you noticed this?
Yeah. I've always felt like the damn Super Bowl, when you do the Super Bowl, halftime show, I always felt like, okay, that's for the women. Let them have that.
Right.
That's when you go outside, you eat, or you go outside,
yeah.
mingle, or whatever. It's let them have that. And then, Taylor Swift got in. It's fucking done now. It's a whole different dynamic.
Well, these people who are Chiefs fans now are, angry that you question... if you say anything bad about Taylor Swift, you're like a fucking... asshole, misogynist bastard.
I don't have anything against her. I just don't know.
I just don't want the NFL to be fucking
based around her. Right? Let's get back to the hitting and the offense and the defense, and not whether or not she showed up for the game or not.
Do you think Andy Reid is just trying to focus on the game, and this whole thing's gotten out of control around him? I mean, the refs have obviously.
Andy Reid's counting his money from the commercials he's doing right now, man.
It surprises me that he does those.
He's so funny.
He's hilarious.
Oh, I love him.
Well, it's just like he's not as dry as Belichick as far as like during his coaching career, but he was. I mean, he's not known for that being that like outgoing and
All
whatever.
right, listen.
So
The year 2040.
okay.
All right, 20-something years, or less than 20 years from now.
I'll be dead.
Who is considered the greater coach, Belichick or Andy Reid?
Andy Reid.
In the long run?
Yeah,
Why?
because I think he did it with two teams. Like he didn't win a Super Bowl with two teams, but he took the Eagles there. I mean, he just did it for a lot longer.
But Belichick won.
And
six.
I would, right, but I don't think that like Belichick never like did anything in the playoffs without Brady, and where
Reid, who did Reid have?
Tons he's had.
Who do you have before McNabb? Because who came in after McNabb? Was it Vic?
Detmer was. No, after McNabb was.
Did Vic go there?
Yeah, but it wasn't right after McNabb.
It wasn't right after.
No, we went through a couple.
Who was before McNabb?
Like Detmer.
Oh, Detmer was. Oh, that's he's okay.
Was before. Yeah, and then obviously like before that.
How long was Detmer there?
A couple of years.
Not long though.
No.
But who was like their franchise quarterback before McNabb?
Cunningham.
Was it?
Randall Cunningham.
Yeah. Okay. You thought it was nut, or were you? When did you become a Philly fan? Like hardcore?
Like
McNabb years? Or
yeah,
before?
like right as he started.
Right as he like rookie year.
Yeah.
That was a good time to get involved,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
That was exciting football.
That's when I started dating Sarah.
That scramble.
That was there. Me and
I was going to bring it up for the pod.
me and
So
Sarah and her cousin were
describe
there.
the
In
scenario.
Dallas, yeah.
What happened at that game?
We were at Dallas, and it was like, and man, all Eagles travel like very well. Like they'll pull like buses
Yeah.
to fucking even to Dallas, And anyways, we're sitting there, and like, yeah, I mean, he takes the ball and he takes off that way, and like all the fucking Cowboys fans are just fucking standing up and they're just rah fucking yelling. He takes off that way. He comes back this way. Runs back that way, and then as he's coming back, I mean, he did it like 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
As he's coming back on one leg, just fucking throws one to Federer Mitchell, and then he fucking catches it. And it literally like went from like all the Cowboys fans were cheering to all the Eagles fans. It was like rah, rah, like it was just a different it just changed.
That's
yeah,
powerful shit.
It was nuts, and being an Eagles fan, it was like. It was the shit.
That's like being in the Coliseum back in the Roman days. You know what I mean? Like,
and this was the old Cowboys Stadium. I've never been in Jersey.
Oh, really?
I never had it.
That was that a playoff game or no?
No.
You said it was not.
No. They played twice.
Was it a year they made the playoffs though? Like,
Eagles did.
there were consequences to that game though. Like it
I
was.
would imagine.
I think
Cowboys Eagles are always like battling.
I think it was kind of like a must-win for both teams that year. It was like a big. It was a big game.
I also went to the one at TO. Like went and fucking stood on the star. I was there.
Oh
too.
yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
You've been to
good.
2 iconic games.
Yeah.
How many games have you been to? Total.
Eagles games 4 or 5. I went to one in New Orleans. 5, I think. Because 4, I think, in Dallas.
And you've got a 40% iconic game
Yeah,
ratio.
hell yeah.
That's nuts.
Pretty good.
That was go to a
the
game
first-
with Stillwell,
Right.
man.
Yeah,
Something
right.
might happen.
Hell, I mean.
You been to any
they've
NFL
about
games?
priced
No,
me
I
out
can't
of
stomach
them.
the NFL.
Oh, you can't
I
handle it.
can't stand to watch it.
Really?
A bunch of overpaid.
I'll get it.
You know what? And it's getting over into college now. Like
Oh, it is.
quarterback,
Oh,
the
that's-
quarterback he'll overthrow the pass by 20 yards, and the cornerback's like, yeah, like I said, you didn't do anything. Like if he'd have thrown that on the money, you were 5 yards behind him. He was
Right.
going for 6, man.
Right.
You didn't do a single thing in that play.
Yeah.
Bouncing around like Benny Roosters and stuff, man. But no, I mean,
I'll be on the accuracy of fucking Calvert, though.
Man,
I couldn't hit.
I would love to see.
Bullshit.
Think
He
about
said
this.
Benny Rooster. I thought it was a fucking story, but go ahead.
Think about this. A YouTube show where Jeff Calvert is the head coach of a 6th grade football team.
Oh man.
You'd have a lot of.
How many people would watch
Ted
that?
Lasso,
You'd have-
everybody,
yeah.
Everybody would watch that.
If you would have just asked, "Do you play darts, Ted?" I would have said, "Yes."
Barbecue sauce.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite.
Find out I'm left-handed.
You'd asked it. You play much darts? What's I answer? Where's I? You ever seen that? Ted Lasso?
No.
I've only
Is it-
seen it on TikTok. But
Yeah,
I,
just the fun. That
love
part
that.
of the darts part's the best.
It's so wild to me that he's on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, I love TikTok.
That's what
I
it is.
will
Oh, I
sit.
know you
Hey
do.
man,
Like,
I will sit on
you
TikTok.
talk about it all the time.
And I will. Oh yeah, I'll spend most of my free time if I'm not with my kids or something. I will spend it on TikTok,
Down the rabbit
and
hole.
I will laugh like an idiot.
Okay, so I was going to ask, what are you watching? Funny shit?
That's
Comedic
it.
shit?
Well, I mean, they throw so much stuff in there,
Imagine
but
if we'd had that shit when we were growing
Oh,
up. The
God.
shit we did,
We'd
like
be
with your
brain dead
fucking
now.
old lawnmower and like
yeah,
just dumb shit. You
Yeah.
know, like no, when he said something. Anyways, earlier I
the
thought
Benny
about,
Rooster.
yes, and I thought about thought about crow hopping. Anyways, me and him and somebody, maybe Smith, it probably was Smith. At IGA, we used to always we'd have to throw away the fruit that'd go bad or whatever. Well, there was these fucking kids fucking around. We'd carry it out and then we'd throw it in the dumpster, you know. Well, these fucking kids were going through it or something. Well, anyways, we come out and these fucking kids are going through it and there's 3 kids. And there's 2 fast kids and there's 1 fat kid. Well, this fucking fat kid, I mean, they're taking off running. They're running towards what now is fucking... Now it's what's it called? Starbucks. You know, they're running that way, but it's behind NGA. This motherfucker picks up a goddamn apple or something and just crow hop fucking drops this fucking kid. I mean, rolls it. What? And I mean, we're just oh my God. We thought we'd kill the motherfucker, you know? Oh God.
I have always, I don't know why, but my hand-eye coordination. If I see it, I could throw something and pretty well hit it. You remember the guy at the old clown at the county fair?
Oh, hell yeah. Dude.
High and dry. I had strangers would pay me to dunk that dude.
High and dry.
And it'd be.
Why does that not surprise me?
And it would be.
So you had some success at nailing that motherfucker.
I still
in
to
the
this
water.
day, because at Black Hills, they were raising money for United Way. They'd have a dunk tank, and they'd put our supervisors or what have you in there. And, somebody come up, I got $100 from Give Calvert the ball. I'm just pling, pling. I'm drowning him, man.
He won't throw it just no. He gets a little fucking. It's his little.
You got a
Calvert
special
shit.
sauce? What's going on there?
No, man. I feel like if I see it, I can throw it and hit it. I mean, Tawnytown Grape Festival, you break the beer bottles with a baseball. I forget one time the dude cut me off, said you can't play for money anymore because he'd put a $5 bill into the ball, and he's like, all right, the one next to it. And I mean, I was like a sniper, and he was like, no more money for you. And I was like, well, enjoy not getting your teeth fixed today, okay? Enjoy the meth. But,
That's all you had.
yeah, I didn't have anything better. I was like,
No,
you're gonna
what are you
go
gonna do?
go sleep in that camper, and I'm going to my mom's house. So
I miss your mom's house. Your mom's old house.
right?
Me and him dyed her hair one time in her fucking bathtub, and I thought we were getting her fucking ass beat.
Yeah.
What happened there?
That's the only time that I
Man.
thought I was scared.
What the fuck?
Bleach.
I need
Or it turned
context
gold, man. It turned gold.
Why are you dyeing her hair in a bathtub?
No, my
Our
hair.
hair.
Yeah, we dyed our hair.
She dyed your hair.
No,
we
we
were
dyed
dyeing
each other's hair. My mom came home.
Gayer and gayer,
Oh yeah,
fellas.
that's why I don't have fucking hair.
Yeah,
I'm
bleach.
trying to help y'all out.
Bleach burned here. No, man, we'd probably stole some hair dye from IGA.
And then we'd fucking
And
do our
like, hey,
tips,
let's
you
bleach.
know?
I remember one time I shaved my head, and that's back in the day when I had the hots for Brooke Neal.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I came into work, and Brooke said, "Don't ever do that again." And to this day, I mean, look at this shit. I ain't shaving that off.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell this one. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I don't even care if Calvert gets fucked at this point. I've had enough beers. So we're in the back. It's me and you. She brought up Brooke Neal, and that's what made me think of it.
yeah, there we go.
Me and Calvert and old Steve McCraddock are all back in the back.
God, Steve.
and we're fucking huffing Duster. Remember that shit?
No. Yes.
And Calvert was always one of those motherfuckers that's like, you do
Above
something.
and beyond.
Oh, yeah. He had to fucking...
Yeah.
You drink a beer? Fuck, I'll shotgun too.
Yeah.
Well, he's over there and just fucking... Jeff, sack on 3, please. Fuck. And he said, all the way up there, just wah, 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 wah,
Yeah.
wah.
Oh.
I didn't even ask those motherfuckers paper or plastic. I just started throwing shit in bags.
Did y'all might have a bad experience on that?
I did one time.
What?
I just told you.
Will you tell me?
Yeah.
What was it?
I was at some friend's house. I'm trying to remember who
What
they
the
were.
Prairie Grove Farmington parties was that?
No,
Oh,
I
they
was
were
at
James
a house, I think, over off of Weddington. At some people I shouldn't have been at, right?
Yeah.
And I think it was John Odom, as a matter of fact. And it may not have been
Right
John
there.
Odom, but I think it was about those.
Somebody else.
I was with somebody I should have been with. That was John Odom.
No, me and John were at a place we shouldn't have been.
No.
Me and John were hanging out together.
Yeah.
And we were
Okay.
someplace we probably shouldn't have been.
Man, we
Okay.
had some good times.
Oh, yeah.
Right out of high school.
And I hit the duster and lights go out.
Oh, no.
First time I'd ever fished out, you know.
Okay.
And then boom, hit the coffee table. Shit goes everywhere. And I come to and they're like, well, that's not cool, motherfucker. I was like, well, I didn't do it on purpose.
Wait, did you experience anything when you went black?
No, I don't even remember hitting the coffee table and spilling shit everywhere. And he was
You just lost consciousness.
yeah, oh yeah, completely out. And then I kind of come to after they, set me back on the couch, and the owner of the house or the place was at, he was like, that was not cool. I was like, that was not planned. I mean, I just
It wasn't
did
like
it.
a,
Yeah,
ta-da, that's my
well,
magic trick.
neat party trick.
I like to pass out in front of people.
Hey, this is what I do,
Yeah.
people.
And I
All right,
remember
for my
I
next
was
trick.
I was still out of it bad, and I think I want to 99% say it was Odom, and it may not have been. I looked at him and was like, "Hey man, can you clean that up for me?" And they were like, "Yeah, sure," and we got out of there.
Show me.
But
Me and him and John O and Maddo.
oh, we had so much fun back in the day.
Mansions.
Slade.
Huh? Oh God, yeah. We used to have some good old
Over on Maxwell, man.
Yeah,
So what is that IGA now? It's a church?
yeah. I can't believe it's a
Brand
church.
new church.
But it was something before that too, though, right? Wasn't there something in between?
I'm sure there was, but I don't remember what it was.
Isn't that crazy how Cardinal Corner's gone? Like,
Yeah.
We were talking about that the other day. When the car hit the gas deal and it caught
Yes.
fire.
yeah.
We were trying to find, so me and the guys that I worked with, we put a fitting in there. We could shut all that off. It was far enough away from the fire. We couldn't find it. And I was like, Cardinal Corner, and the other guys I worked with were like, God, I ain't heard that name in forever. And I was like, yeah, that was back in the day, man.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that season finale we did when everybody was mentioning Cardinal Corner as being one of their
Yeah, all of us
memories
talked
of
about Cardinal
everybody?
Corner. Mhm.
Now it's Domino's.
Now it's we
Is
never
it
got-
Domino's?
Well, it's no, it's
No, it's Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen.
Dairy
I'm sorry,
Queen.
Dairy
But-
Queen.
But Domino's fixed to be right next to it, like even closer.
Yeah, they got a theater store now where you can go sit in and actually eat your pizza. Who does that?
That's what we all talked about. We talked about that too.
Why kill a good thing?
It was weird, huh? Yeah, who buys Domino's to sit in there and eat
I
it?
don't buy Domino's at all.
Yeah. How about some tonight?
Something about Domino's.
That's a good looking koozie, Jeff.
Oh man,
That's gonna keep that beer cold,
dang
sir.
right, man. Yeah, Domino's just not like my intestinal fortitude, man.
So was it Eureka Pizza that just went down?
Yes,
And
No,
they're
they're
local.
keeping
They're
one store.
Keeping
Yeah.
the original one.
But they're local.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ralph.
What was their slogan? What was their... I thought they had one.
Eureka's Pizza, because pizza with Eureka is a big, big deal.
Is that...
That's what it
was
was.
that? Yeah.
The little jingle.
Yeah.
But they
yeah.
had like the five
That's
forever. They had like $5.99.
Because you had the Eureka thing for Little Caesars.
Yeah,
I don't remember what
yeah,
Pizza
the
Hut had.
pizza.
But Pizza Hut, man, was a big deal going there as a kid.
Well,
Book it and shit.
Dude, the book it, man.
yes, you got the free
and
little
the best,
sandwich.
the fucking
Yeah,
personal
hell
pan
yeah.
pizza, the basketballs, the mini size.
I wish I had all of them.
Dude, I wish I had one of them.
Right? I bet
I
I do.
I'll
but
go
you
look
can't-
at
I
my
bet
mom's.
You can't tell.
Yeah, I have to go look at my mom's attic.
I bet I've got one, but I bet you can't tell to you.
All right,
think I
we're
got
going to do a
one.
podcast episode in Jeff's mom's attic.
Oh man,
It'll be G.I. Joe's up there.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I've got a Tupperware deal full of G.I. Joe's, like 100 of them.
Mm.
Not worth
We
shit.
need to do
What
it
else you got
with
up there?
Jeff's mom.
Uh,
She's hilarious.
Does anybody remember the My Pet Monster?
Yeah,
It had the handcuffs that would break.
Yes.
I think there's 2 of them.
that show.
Yeah.
Or that
My mom
movie,
keeps
that's
everything.
I just probably worth something.
I want to put my leather jacket on, see how I look like Chris Farley.
Your mom's got all that shit at her
We
house.
wore them
so,
big
yeah.
back then. You'd be surprised.
Yeah.
I'm wearing. Hey,
Dude, mine was like.
Yeah.
I'm wearing me big now. I look like I ate the high school Jeff Calvert.
No, it'll fit. Mine still swallows me. We looked like such idiots, dude.
Yeah.
And then
I
the
thought it was
girls would wear them, and their
Oh,
arms
yeah.
wouldn't even come out
Right.
the fucking
Roll up the
box.
sleeves and shit.
They'd have to roll up the sleeves. Man, you remember that shit a girl wearing your leather
Yeah,
jacket?
that she was yours, man.
That was fucking ownership. How's that for the patriarchy, people?
They're gonna cancel this episode now that you just
Jokes,
said that.
people.
It's only a joke.
Jokes. 30
But-
seconds on either side of the controversial
Yeah,
thing.
they used to have. Remember, they'd have the slave auctions with buys.
Oh my god, I
They
can't believe
couldn't
you
do
said
that
that on the
these
podcast,
days.
bro. You can't say slave.
Well, they were auction. I mean, we were their slaves. Like
Yeah, it was inappropriate.
See, we didn't have
then.
that.
we did.
No, we didn't have that.
When we were
I've heard of
seniors.
it, from you guys, but we didn't have that.
The teachers didn't
Or they probably just didn't want to buy me.
It was
Oh.
all cool until that one black Josh dude started going there, and then it was like, wait, I don't think we can say slave anymore. Like it was like we just gotta
Just
like.
because he's here doesn't mean it didn't happen. But no, man, we didn't have that. We didn't. We had the powder puff.
Yeah, we did that too.
I look
dressed
like
up.
a fucking
Remember
slutty
you know
darn-
Smith
fucking
was gonna drive me
Lucas
around.
Wicker looked.
See, that's pretty progressive. That gets us back, right?
Yeah,
That
just
brings
look
us
like
back a little
I
bit.
just look like
Guys
I've got
dressing up
pictures.
like
I wish I'd have
ladies.
brought them fucking things. I've got some pictures. Of
I
I'm
look
pissed
like-
when we don't
I
talk
look
about powder
like-
puff.
I look like slutty meth head Dolly Parton.
Yeah, were you
I had
down
this-
for that ride? Or did you dress?
No, I was a I was a maid.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a
blue.
blue sequin dress that I got from Jason Perkins's sister Jonna,
Oh man.
and that some bitch barely covered my nutsack.
Man, we used to fuck with Ferg so much about John.
Old Perk, man, I ain't talked to that dude in a hot minute.
Me neither. That's
I think he's living in Fort Smith, Barling down in there. Working. I think he's working for the city down there,
really.
or it was last
I see
time.
him, on Facebook and stuff. That's about it.
His mom and my mom are still good friends.
They still talk and stuff.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I haven't seen him or Smith in a while. But that would be fun to get all of
Wouldn't
us
it?
together to IGA.
an old Iga parade.
Yeah. And there was a lot of us. Like you said, Slate
Yeah, Slate. That's right.
and
Slate and his buddy worked in the meat department. Golly.
Clinton.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then McCraddock.
Yeah, Steve, Brooke, Sarah Birkinshaw.
Yeah.
Was there.
Yeah.
Like I said, the John Harvey and his
John
mom
Lance.
and
Yeah. Lisa.
Lisa.
Lisa. Yeah.
Oh, Lisa.
Whoa, Lisa, you looking at me? Or you looking elsewhere, man?
What was the Dottie? Was that her name?
Dottie,
Yeah.
the old cokehead, man.
I'll never forget sitting there one time and I was like, this is after, like right as I was remember working like like on the days or whatever. And I remember this old lady came in and she bought that fucking gold Listerine. And she said, watch this lady. By the time she ends the parking lot, she'll be drinking it. I said, what? She goes, yeah, there's alcohol in it. I said, shut the, what? And she wasn't kidding. As soon as you get out of fucking where the cars were, she was fucking down in that Listerine.
Dude, that's not good for your stomach lining.
Fuck no.
That's,
Great for the
Got
enamel on your teeth,
drunk.
though.
Ill advised. Yeah, the enamel will peel off, that's for sure.
There were so many repeat offenders that would come in there. Remember the old woman who smelled like dead skin?
Oh yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Fuck you, the dude, the fucking retard from
Hank
Prairie
French.
Grove that shit he's got. Let's talk about that fucking story. What was that dude's name?
Hank French.
Fuck that guy. And I fucked that guy on this pod. Let me tell you about this guy, Brad. This fat fuck. Well, I'm sorry. This fat retarded fuck. He would come in.
He's
He
going
didn't
all
give
that.
a fuck.
He
Yeah,
would
it's
come
good.
in. No, this has been boiled.
Now
for a while.
let me preface the story first.
Oh, I
real
hope
quick.
you do. It's gonna
boys.
get bad.
Hank French is a
Idiot
or
savant.
was a God rest his soul. He's passed away.
Mm.
Hank French
Thank
was.
God.
So this guy's dead?
No, he
Thank
passed on.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So all the stuff you said is about a dead guy?
Where's his grave?
Okay.
He is a card carrying mentally handicapped
Was.
person. Was.
Yeah.
He was a sure enough not right. I mean, he was not right in the head.
Okay.
So carry on.
Okay. Now that Calvert's trying to make me look better, fuck that guy. He comes in and shits in the men's bathroom, and he doesn't just shit. He shits all over the walls,
And the floor.
the floor,
What?
Oh,
the
yeah.
sink.
Wait,
and
where is this?
And I
And
just,
IGA, oh yeah.
So I fucking go clean that shit up. Me and
Ferguson.
fucking Jason Perkins.
Yeah,
We go
had
clean that
scoop
shit up.
had a square point shovel scooping it out because it was just
No.
like liquid
Dude, there's
shit
shit
everywhere.
all over the walls,
Oh.
all over the fucking walls.
Jesus.
So anyways, we clean this shit up. And I'm like, this motherfucker ever comes back again, yeah. So anyways, I tell all the,
If this motherfucker
I told all the fucking people that worked there, I said, hey, this motherfucker comes in. I mean, it'd take him fucking half a year to get back there. So it's
Yeah,
like,
we had time.
let me know. Let me know. I'm going to run back there and slap a fucking out of order sign.
Yeah, I was
Sure
talking
enough.
about this the other day.
Sure enough, fucking Jason, hey, he's fucking in here. I see his ass. I'm like, fuck you, motherfucker. I run back there, slap out of order on the men's side, and I go in the fucking milk cooler. I'm like, I see him walk by. I'm like,
Motherfucker shits in the women's side, all over the floor.
I do my shit and I go out, and I'm like, is that motherfucker still back there? I go back there and I open the door and it's fucking just like it. Like, fuck you. Shit on the fucking handles, on the fucking
Everywhere,
sink, in
man.
the women's.
Stop.
In the women's.
Yeah,
Stop.
yeah, true story.
And so, and hey, here we go. So he,
I
come-
mean,
he
this
comes in a third, after we clean this shit up,
Oh!
Yeah, oh
he
yeah.
comes in a third time and I told him he can't come in there. And he said, why? And I fucking told him why. I said, you have shit all over our bathrooms. And I cleaned
You were
it
a
up.
manager then, weren't you?
I didn't give a fuck what I was.
Well, I'm just
I-
saying, at that time you were. Yeah, I think you
But
were.
I told him, like, straight up, like, you cannot come in this motherfucking place. D-Mac told me I could. So I was like, hey, fuck you. You go shit somewhere else. And that, he fucking called through and he tried to get me in trouble. It's like, what the fuck? You know?
He hit me up on aisle 9, which is the personal care aisle.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how I still remember that, but
The old
He was like,
prison
you,
kid.
you got something for itchy scalp, like scalpicin?
I said, well, we got this.
And put it back.
And I was like,
Dude.
all right, I'm sorry, mentally handicapped guy. I put it back, but it was easy to get still
that guy.
super upset with him, man, because he just blows shit all over the place. Now I felt bad that he was. I mean, he's a card carrying Corky, right? I mean, he was seriously
He had to carry
something
that
wrong with
motherfucker.
him.
I'd
Yeah,
have kicked his ass.
yeah.
I
He,
didn't do shit. I'm sorry. Hey, like,
Hey, man.
I'll see y'all
Stevie,
in hell,
hey.
whatever. I'm just saying, like, I have no
Freedom of
fucking,
speech, brother.
I have zero, like, give a fuck that guy. Yeah.
Stevie Bartholomew, his wife Mary Bartholomew, Mary French, that's her brother. Mary French, Mary Bartholomew, one of the sweetest ladies I ever met in my life. And just
Yeah, she didn't come and shit all over the fucking bathroom walls.
not that I'm aware of.
Right.
And this was an intentional thing. This wasn't.
Well,
I mean,
How do you fucking, I mean,
I
it
don't know.
wasn't like,
Hold on.
think about it.
The
How
level
do you-
of disability wasn't
I
severe
think
enough
that-
to where this could have been.
I think so. He's 400 pounds easy.
I mean, what do you say?
I
mean,
think it's just bad enough that, like, when you got the drawers down before you even got sit down, just
No, fuck you. That was like.
Well, hey, no, now that
That's
part,
a different
Hey,
thing.
Urban Dictionary on the pod.
hey.
There it is, baby.
Sorry,
riding
Sydney,
fuck
what?
Stillwell in his own feces was not. That was
Yeah.
planned. That was not an
Yeah.
accident.
Right.
Whoa, yeah, that's.
It said go fund yourself, but I know what the fuck you meant.
Yeah. We'll
No,
see through
yeah,
that.
I mean it being all over the walls.
All over the sink.
Everywhere.
It was like. It wasn't just like, oh.
But is it a
he missed the
possibility?
No, dude, it
The
wasn't.
mental
like,
handicap had everything to do with it, because you've got to be mentally
But-
handicapped to play in
But
that
his,
stuff, right?
in my opinion, his fucking caregiver
Yeah.
shouldn't let him go. I mean, obviously she didn't want to clean up his shit, so it's like go inside.
You know, and that's who we need to be damning to hell is the caregiver.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because he's
Fuck
like,
that bitch
gotta
too."
go to the bathroom, so she drives and has to hide.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah, like
hey, let's still clean it up,
where's
man.
she at?
Yeah,
man?
I don't know.
Hey, now
God.
back to Gary Penny.
Oh God.
One time, this son bitch comes in. He's a fisherman. He comes in. He goes, boys, boys. Someone threw some fucking fish out
Oh God.
in the parking lot.
I did
This
have
is
to-
fucking like August.
Yeah.
And me and old Justin fucking Smith, we go out there with shovels. And
No, I was
goddamn-
there too.
Okay,
Scoop shovel.
this is the best part. Maybe it's just me and you.
Maybe
It's
it'll
only
be
together.
good. Yeah.
We scooped this fucking rotten fish guts in this
Oh my
fucking thing.
God.
And threw him in the back of his fucking truck.
Wait, of whose truck?
Gary's
Gary
fucking
Penny.
truck. The one that couldn't fucking stand it to tell me that, yeah. So we
Do
just
you
fucking-
remember we were talking about Lachey
Yeah.
when we were fishing at like
That's what,
yeah.
that's what made him fucking laugh so hard.
Yeah. We were talking about me showing up at her mom and dad's house to take her out on a date. They opened the door. I'm like, oh, I'm just here to sell some Bibles. And I thought Gary was going to fall out of the fucking boat. He was laughing
That's
so
why,
hard.
yeah. Fucking Gary.
He taught me how to fish with a fucking worm.
Yeah, he's a Texas
Yeah,
rig motherfucker.
I still this day Texas rig the fuck out of everywhere I fish.
It's definitely an option of mine, but he taught me. Crazy old man.
That's crazy though how people can be two different things at once.
Oh man.
You know?
And his daughter worked in the deli, and she
So
was
hot.
a smoke show.
So hot. It was the first time, like, that was back in the day, we were 99, 98, 99.
Yeah.
She had this fucking eyebrow ring.
They wouldn't let her wear it, so she had fishing string. Remember, she had the fishing
Yeah.
string stuck through there.
God, they've let their standards down now.
Yeah.
But in high school, we were like, she's so hot.
Oh, yeah.
None
Would
of us
have did
did a
some
chance.
sketchy shit. Yeah.
Do y'all remember that dude that worked at Village Inn that busted tables?
So fast,
Fire.
like he just yeah. That
He
guy.
drove a hearse.
Yeah.
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 You remember that? Stilwell?
No.
You
I've
don't?
been at Village Inn at 2 a.m.
Where is he now, Jeff?
I couldn't tell you. He used to
I
live on
wanna-
Maxwell on Slade
Oh,
Street.
yeah?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
hearse was down on Maxwell Street.
I want to get him on the podcast.
I think you should. But he would
We gotta
just
find. If you know how to find this guy, please reach out.
he
to
would
one of us.
mind fuck the shit out of that table.
Oh,
Like
he's
he would
insane.
stare at like
People
a ram.
would go
at
there to
6
watch him,
Oh
dude.
yeah, for sure. He would go there and he'd like cock that head, and then all of a sudden it's like a Tasmanian devil, as fast as he could do it,
Wow.
and then he'd stand up and walk off.
What the?
Yeah.
But then somebody,
Like a robot.
Yeah, nobody. You know, when I was in there, nobody was fucking sober at Village Inn.
No. No.
My dad, we'd go to the Electric Cowboy. Man, my dad, he'd be like, "Well,
Jesus.
let's go get breakfast." That's what we call breakfast. Let's go to the Idiot. Let's go to the Idiot. Let's go to the Village Idiot. Here we go, man. They always sold those pies, man.
Oh,
They
the
probably
pies are
still do. Oh yeah, the
good.
pies fuck them up, dude. But when you're hammered, fucking pumpkin pie looks awful goddamn good. And then you wake up the next morning with a pumpkin pie in your house.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, what did I do?
Especially with a little hole in it.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah.
Man, it's
Smaller
like
than my
hangover
pinky.
and American pie.
Yeah.
It was so warm last night.
We fucking some pie. They had like one
Hey,
time
you
we
need
were.
one?
What kind of beer? You, oh, you got that? I got plenty of Millers in there, man.
You want to pause one? Pause it for a second?
Yeah, we'll take a break. Or
Yeah.
I remember one time they had